Finding a good VPN for your Mac is important, but it can be a tough choice. Trying to cut through the jargon to find a reliable, fast, and secure VPN can take a long time and require hand testing multiple products yourself. I tested out each of their servers and used them for all sorts of extremely labor-intensive activities like browsing the web, streaming in 4K, and playing online video games. And don't worry, you don't even need to thank me for all of my hard work gaming. Jokes aside, I compared their security features, interfaces, speeds, and every other aspect of the VPN to really find the best ones. So without any further ado, let's jump right into number 5, which is Surfshark. Let me start by saying that Surfshark has a huge server network. It works in over 100 countries, meaning you can connect from basically anywhere in the world on your Mac. It's also pretty fast too. I was able to browse, stream, download files, and play way too many video games than I should without having any noticeable decrease in speed. I did start to see some slowdowns on faraway servers, but that is very normal for most VPNs. It may have a few drawbacks that I'll get to soon, but as far as having a reliable server network and fast speeds, Surfshark is easily one of the best ones on the market. When it comes to security features, Surfshark, like every other VPN on the list, uses military-grade AES 256-bit encryption to protect your data. If you've never used a VPN before, don't let the jargon confuse you too much. It's as simple as wrapping your outgoing data in a line of protective coding that hackers can't read. On top of that, its no logs policy passed an independent audit, so you can rest assured that nobody is going to see your logs or internet activity. And most importantly, nobody will see how many hours I spent playing Overwatch. Unfortunately, there are a few areas that Surfshark could improve. It's not the best for use, especially in restrictive countries like Russia and China. And even though its data leak protection scored very highly in my tests, it is missing some data leak protections like other VPNs on my list. And while it's faster than most VPNs, it simply isn't as fast as some of the other top picks that we're going to talk about. Overall though, Surfshark is reliable, fast, and highly secure. But by far, the best part is it is the most affordable VPN on my list. Check the links in the description for coupons to see what I mean. Number 4 is NordVPN. We've all seen NordVPN's ads sprinkled across the internet, so I sat down to try it out for myself and see how it stacks up. And honestly, there's a really good reason that NordVPN made number 4 on my list. To start, it's one of the most beginner-friendly VPNs out there. Whether you've used VPNs for years or this is the first time you've ever heard that word, trust me, you will have no problem installing NordVPN, connecting to a server, and keeping yourself safe online. And NordVPN is really fast too. There's always going to be a slight decrease in speed when you use a VPN, but when I used NordVPN on an optimal server location, I couldn't tell any difference in speed. However, as per usual on faraway servers, it did become more noticeable and lagged behind my yet-to-be-revealed top pick. That being said, it comes packed with quite a few features. You can turn on split tunneling and only route the VPN through certain apps. It also has an independently audited no logs policy and even uses RAM-only servers to eliminate all traces of your disk use. And that's just to name a few. Personally, I'm a big fan of its built-in ad blocker as well. Now, while I trust that you would never use an ad blocker for one of our videos, I can't help but recommend it myself, since without pop-up ads and banner ads, video ads, and all of that stuff on just about every single web page, all of them loaded much faster without having to deal with all of these advertisements. But NordVPN is honestly held back by one major drawback. Like Surfshark, it isn't great for use in restrictive countries. But overall, I really like NordVPN. It's fast and loaded with a ton of security features, but it stands out for being my most beginner-friendly pick for sure. But again, if you're in China or Russia or another country with strict regulations, then you want to start with the next pick, which is number 3, private internet access. Also known as PIA for short, it's a highly secure and fast VPN that works great in countries with tight firewalls or restrictive internet access. Without getting too technical, it uses SOCKS 5 and ShadowSOCKS proxy servers to get around heavy firewalls. You can connect to locations in more than 80 different countries without having to worry about being blocked while abroad or using your VPN at home. Its servers are also pretty fast. On nearby servers, I faced a negligible 7% loss in speed. After I connected to a server that was more than 4,000 miles away, I experienced a 32% slowdown in speed, and that wasn't too bad, but it still wasn't as fast as my next two picks. Speaking of streaming though, PIA is an excellent option for watching shows on major streaming platforms like Netflix, Prime Video, BBC, and many more. It even has dedicated streaming servers in 7 different countries, including the US and the UK. When I was connected to a nearby server, I had no problem binge watching TV shows in HD and 4K to my heart's content. And it's also great for gaming with a notable drawback. Rather than specialized gaming servers, all of PIA's servers come with DDoS protection and can be used to game. The only downside is that it didn't work for cloud gaming on applications like Shadow for Mac during my tests. That being said, I have seen mixed reports about this, so it may work for you on cloud gaming. On top of fast speeds, great streaming abilities, and DDoS protection for gaming, private internet access comes with pretty great security features overall. It uses RAM-only servers, comes with an audited no-logs policy, and provides full leak protection. It even comes with a ton of specialty servers like the aforementioned streaming, SOCKS 5, and ShadowSOCKS proxy servers. It even offers dedicated IP addresses so you can reliably visit websites that usually block shared IP addresses. I suppose you could say it offers dedicated IP addresses to let your internet access be truly private. That pun was so bad, but so worth it. Overall, private internet access is fast, highly secure, and comes with tons of great features. There are a few nitpicks that I had, but since it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you can try it out yourself with really no risk. So again, if you want the latest coupons and best deals, then we'll link to that down in the description below. Coming in at number 2 is CyberGhost, which is frankly a really good VPN. It's great for beginners, and since it works in over 90 countries, you can use it from pretty much anywhere. It also comes with over 100 specialized servers for gaming, streaming, and torrenting. Plus, it comes with a variety of effective security features. As lame as it can be, having a VPN with a dedicated gaming server is a must-have, especially if you play online multiplayer video games. You may have seen or heard somebody leak other players' IP addresses in public chats before, or at least heard about it. And while that is just a harmless prank, legitimate hackers can access that data just as easily and use it to cause some serious damage. CyberGhost comes with over 90 dedicated gaming servers in 4 different countries, including the US, the UK, France, and Germany. And each was built using DDoS protection. Not only is your IP address and data protected, but you're safe from DDoS attacks affecting your network. Besides being great for gaming, it's also great for streaming as well. I was able to stream HD videos on Netflix, Disney+, Prime Video, and even more on my Mac. In fact, it's one of the fastest VPNs that I've tested in general, especially on the streaming side of things. On nearby servers, I only experienced a 5% drop in speed, which didn't affect my activity at all. And even faraway servers were reliable and pretty fast compared to other VPNs that I've used. CyberGhost is no slouch when it comes to security either. It uses obfuscated servers to mask the fact that you're using a VPN, effective full leak protection, and has an audited no logs policy. It can easily mask all of your online activities, making you like a cyberghost when you're connected online. And don't worry, that is still not the worst pun that I have. But unfortunately, CyberGhost isn't perfect. It isn't the best for use in restrictive countries, just like Surfshark and NordVPN. Overall though, its server network is massive, it's faster than just about every other VPN out there, and it's great for browsing, streaming, torrenting, and especially gaming. But if you don't live in a restrictive country, it's still one of the best VPNs on the market, so check out the description down below for the best coupons and deals to try it out. And once again, since it comes with a 45 days money-back guarantee, you can try it out risk-free. Really, it's just that one drawback that prevents it from being the #1 spot on today's list. Speaking of which, that brings us to the #1 pick, and that is ExpressVPN, which is easily my favorite VPN for Mac, and there are a ton of awesome features that I would like to express. I tried to warn you, the pun train was not going to stop. But before I go on about everything that makes ExpressVPN great, it does have one drawback. Unlike most other VPNs, ExpressVPN doesn't offer dedicated IP addresses. It's not a deal breaker, but it does make it a little more difficult for ExpressVPN to use websites that block shared IP addresses. But with that out of the way, ExpressVPN's security is easily the strongest of any VPN that I tested. On top of its excellent encryption and independently audited no logs policy, it contains a whole kit of advanced security features tailored for Mac, like RAM-only servers, full leak protection, an excellent tracker blocker, and even more. ExpressVPN also takes advantage of perfect forward security, which automatically changes your VPN encryption for each new VPN connection. Even if hackers do somehow decrypt your data, the most they can view is a single login session. It even uses its own in-house security protocols called Lightway, which both improves the VPN's security and makes it incredibly fast. Speaking of speed, ExpressVPN tested as the fastest VPN on my list, and when I connected to a nearby server, I only experienced a 4% drop in my connection speed. And even on faraway servers, it came in at around a 10% slowdown, which is really great. And that is by far faster than a majority of the VPNs on an optimal server. Plus, each of those servers allows for P2P transfers, meaning they are all great for torrenting files quickly and safely. ExpressVPN is also my top pick for streaming since it supports more than 100 streaming sites around the world. If it's available in your country, ExpressVPN can most likely access it. I watched movies and shows in 4K on Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, and a ton of others. Plus, since its user interface is extremely user-friendly, anyone can pick up ExpressVPN and start using it without any problem. More advanced users will probably want to take advantage of its numerous customization settings, but it works great straight out of the box. Now, I hear you, that all sounds great, but does it work with highly restrictive countries? Well, the short answer to that question is yes. Every one of ExpressVPN servers uses obfuscated technology to fool smart firewalls into thinking that you're not using a VPN. I had colleagues use ExpressVPN in countries like Russia and China without any problems. Overall, ExpressVPN may lack dedicated servers, but it makes up for it on the top-of-the-line security features, lightning-fast speeds, and great results for torrenting and streaming. It's easily my favorite VPN for Macs on the market right now. Again, if you check out the link in the description, we've got coupons to help you get started with your VPN pick. Plus, since it comes with a pretty generous 30-day money-back guarantee, you again can try it out completely risk-free. So there you have it, that is my list for the best VPNs for Mac. If we helped you pick out a new VPN today, or you just enjoyed my horrible puns throughout the video, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button down below. Let us know what your favorite VPN is down in the comment section and whether or not you disagree with our picks on today's list as well. If you want to hear more terrible puns in the future or more great information on VPN reviews and cybersecurity tips in general, then remember to subscribe and ring that bell. But until next time, have a great day.